Friday show. Welcome to the Creatia Conversation, your number one news source on Pornhub for nerd shit. I'm your host, Mara the Shark, also now aka Grammar Mommy. Yeah, we're doing that. We're making it a thing now. And I'm joined today by my co-host, Matt, the Warden Ritter,
What's
or the
up?
Warden Matt Ritter. How you doing?
Yeah, the Warden Matt Ritter flows way better than Matt the Warden Ritter.
You right. You very right. How you
I'm doing
doing
good.
today?
Spooky Friday. I actually have Wednesday is my birthday. I'll be turning 36. So I took a
Oh,
4-day
happy early
weekend.
birthday.
Thank you. Took a 4-day weekend ahead of my birthday. WrestleMania is this weekend. John and Caroline are coming up today from Tennessee, and they're going to be staying at my house tomorrow and Sunday.
Oh, awesome. That sounds
Yeah,
like you have a lovely week coming up.
I do.
I love to hear that.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's Friday. It's payday, which means
Um,
I got paid, but I'm also now broke again. So
Same here. I sold my house, um,
yes,
and then
real
I
estate
found out
win.
that I'm hoping that we can fix the closing costs, but it sounds like all of the money that I made on the sale of the house is just going to go back into this house. So, like, I had all this money, and then I was like, I don't have any fucking money because I have to hold on to it till the 21st, and then they're just going to take it all back. But we'll see.
I feel like that's all of our lives. That's how it goes.
Every time you think you're getting a little bit ahead, they're like, give me that back.
Can just a little bit of money? Nope, not even.
I got a question for you, Mara.
Sure, shoot.
Because Travis and I have talked about this. Not, I don't think on air, maybe on air, but like we watched The Neighborhood, and like they've got that typical white family from Michigan who moves into the neighborhood, and Cedric's there, and they're figuring everything out, and all like the differences between what white people and black people do. Like, I wash my legs. I grew up in a predominantly black area, so like I feel like there's some things that are different between me and then the other people that I meet around me that I picked up from the area that I grew up in. When you clip your nails, do you use fingernail clippers for your fingers and toenail clippers for your toenails, or do you just use one for everything?
So I have acrylic nails, so I don't clip my fingernails. So I just have a toe nail clipper because I do my own toes, but I get my nails done. The lovely ladies and gentlemen at what are they called? Something nails. Oh, Shine Nails on Broadway in the Heights or in Washington Heights / West Harlem. Do that for me.
Okay. But if you did have to clip your own fingernails, would you use toenail clippers on your fingernails?
I mean, I wouldn't like. I probably look for a fingernail clipper first. It's usually which one do I find first?
Okay.
Yes.
Because I was told today, while looking for one, which they go missing all of the time, that I'm just being too specific and they do the same job and there's no difference. And I'm like, no, the toenail clippers are bigger and they're bigger for a reason.
Yeah, I find like I can agree with you on that. Like toenail clippers, they are wider, but and in my personal opinion, they feel a little bit more like heavy duty
Mm-hmm.
for nails because I feel like toenails are like strong. Well, at least mine are. Feel like they're stronger than my fingernails, probably because I put so much acrylic on mine. But I don't know. I just feel like you have your big toenail, and that's wider than any of your other nails.
Exactly. Even my
And
thumb, like my toenail is wider than my thumb, and you got the curve. It's a different shape,
you get like one clip, good and clean.
Yeah.
You're done.
But because I was complaining that my wife gave me these,
Is that a cuticle clipper? That is a
I
cuticle
believe
clipper.
so, yes. And I'm like, I
Yes.
can't trim my nails with those. That's for
I
cuticles. But
highly would not recommend as someone who has had to do it before.
yeah. So, all right, I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy that like the reason that they exist are for specific reasons and they're not just all multi-purpose and some are just bigger or smaller because that's essentially what I was told. So,
No, I don't think so. I feel like even on packaging, I see nail clipper and then I see toe nail clipper.
exactly.
But you
That's
know
all
who
I have.
else has special clippers?
Who?
Your furry best friend also sometimes needs their nails cut, since we're already on this.
Oh, okay, that's not where I thought you were going.
No, your furry best friend sometimes also needs their nails clipped. So you should go to dog.com because they are your online dog shopping, supply shopping, and information destination. Everything your dog needs, from toys to treats and food, is available, including collars and leashes. I would be very surprised if they did not have dog nail clippers. They
They said
have
everything you need.
Right. They even have outdoor gear and water safety gear for your furry friend. So go to dog.creatiaworld.com to receive up to 64% off your order today. That's dog.creatiaworld.com. And it's also scrolling
.com.
across the bottom if you're watching us. It felt like
That
a
is
great time to throw an ad in there.
listen, here's the thing. That's not where I thought you were going. I was like, my furry friend doesn't have nails to clip. What are you talking about? I thought we were going to Adam and Eve. I thought we were going somewhere completely different.
No, that's not where I was going.
I thought you were. It's almost summertime. If you don't want your furry friend is furry, we got clippers for you over at Adam and Eve. Like that. That's where I thought we were going.
Oh no, I don't advise blades near there. I am a big waxer, so
Fair enough.
for men and women, it has great benefits for the skin. JJ also said she seconds separate nail and cuticle clipper.
Yep.
So thanks. We're not crazy. Or
I
V.
just
I mean, yeah, there's V. I'm also weird about putting like my skin is sensitive, so I like as it is. I try to keep minimal things off of that area of skin.
see. I've got very tough skin. Like my head, I just shaved it today. I dry shave, so I don't use. I never
I
have.
can't do that
Like
well.
my face, my neck, and my head. I've never used like shaving cream or anything like that. I just wet my head, take the razor, and go to it.
I
I don't
made a
get
face
razor
at
burn.
first. I made a face at first, and then I realized I shouldn't make that face because I definitely dry shave my legs in the shower. So,
See, there you go.
but yeah, but that other furry friend area, wax for
Wax on,
me.
wax off.
Yes, grow out, wax off. But all right. What you been playing? What you been watching, Matt? Have you had any chance to do any of those things this week?
A little bit. I caught up on the latest episode of The Mandalorian and Star Trek Picard yesterday.
Okay.
I'm anticipating a long weekend of wrestling this weekend. Also played a little bit of Hogwarts last night. I got my second unforgivable curse. So 2 down, 1 to go.
Has it felt like Harry Potter themed GTA yet?
It does a little bit, and it's funny because I saw somebody post on Reddit or Twitter somewhere like the main character of the Harry Potter game has killed more people than Voldemort did in his entire run. Because like you're going out there killing people, and they allow you to learn all of the the 3 of the unforgivable curses: Imperio, Crucio, and then the last one I have to get to is Avada Kedavra. But I have been using Crucio on poachers and fucking all sorts of people. Now I got Imperio. I was using it on spiders last night. So like I'm full-fledged dark wizard out here, and they're just like letting me run around Hogwarts like I'm not a problem, and it's funny as shit to me.
Okay. The more I hear people, because like someone was describing it as like Harry Potter GTA, and I was just like, I want to see that.
So yeah, so I think it would be cool if like because like you can go out in GTA, you can just start shooting people, and then like you get your little star rating, and the cops come and all that shit. That would be cool, but no, you essentially can just kind of run around and go start shit wherever the fuck you want if you can find bad guys or animals. So they have like what they call dark mongrels, which are wolves. they've got the spiders, they've got trolls, they've got evil dwarves, and then poachers, which are people. So you can just go run
Okay.
around and find yourself any sort of little red triangle dot on your map and just go start a fight for shits and giggles.
Hmm. Okay. I can't wait. I
Travis said
think we're
closer to bully than GTA.
okay. If you're gonna compare it to a Rockstar game, okay, I could see that. That would make that feels like that would make sense.
And I am kind of a
Um,
bully. Like I said, I'm just going into fucking poacher camps and like they've got exploding barrels that you can just pick up and fling at people. I'm throwing rocks and all sorts of shit. Like just walking in, fucking people up. I love it.
okay. Well, it's getting closer to PS4 and Switch, so
Yeah,
getting there.
only one more month now because it was supposed to be this month and they pushed it back.
Yeah, for PS4, and then Switch is in July.
That's so
So
fucked up. That's so
I
fucked
know,
up.
right? And I was saying, because I think I was saying it to Travis, or I said it to one of my other friends at work, and I was saying it's like I can't get the one on the Switch because it comes out the same week as Luna's birthday, and Luna will automatically think that this was bought for her birthday, and I can't
Mm-hmm.
have that. So therefore, it will have to be purchased for the PS4.
Fair enough.
But okay, so playing. But did you say watching? I didn't. I don't recall now.
Yeah. Picard,
Yes. Okay.
Mandalorian, all that shit. So
Cool. Shows that I still have to start at some point.
I finished Shadow and Bone too, and I think I was talking to Travis. I had 5 minutes left in the last episode when I talked to Travis and said I had to finish the season, not realizing I only had 5 minutes left in the last episode. I'm kind of pissed that I was like tired. I'm like, oh, because I thought there were like 2 more episodes. I thought it was a 10 episode season, not an 8. So I'm like, I'll just turn it off. I'll finish the last 5 minutes and then roll into the next one tomorrow. And I go in and I watch the last 5 minutes and the show was over. And I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah. That was Travis.
Oh no, see Travis, and that's the difference between me and Travis. He said I'm usually sneaking around taking out people silently. Travis has always liked stealth, combat, ninjas, things like that. I am a fucking tank. I go in and I just start throwing fucking curses and spells and whatever. If we're playing another
Oh, okay.
game, I always pick the biggest guy with the biggest weapon so I can go in there and hack and slash and just destroy people. I take as much damage as I can. Travis and I are very different in our gameplay, which is why we complement each other so well when we play together.
When I played like games like Spider-Man or Batman, I go in the stealth way. I can't do the whole guns blazing balls to the walls because then it's like everyone just zones in on you. And I'm like, no, give me a chance. Need to strategize, take them out one by one.
Oh no, I'm Little John all the way to the windows, to the walls.
um as for me, not playing any different, but I don't know if you saw yesterday, my sim is pregnant.
Congratulations. Is it a
She's
boy
in
or a
her,
girl?
I don't know. I feel like
Oh,
because it's her first, I want her to be surprised.
okay.
Because then I'll start like setting up like with all the new content, um, like using the new content and features and such for like a specific gender when I want to be surprised.
Fair enough.
So we gonna keep it a surprise. But yeah, in her second trimester, I'm excited. But watching, um, I suffered through the CW shows this past week.
I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, it's okay. I recently found out though that Peacock is taking Law and Order Criminal Intent um off of the streaming service, and I honestly don't know where it's going because it's their property. so
Yeah,
I
that's
so now I'm like trying to binge through I think like 9 seasons of a show in 2 weeks. Um
good luck.
Thank you. And may the odds ever be in my favor as Netflix just removed The Hunger Games from there, but thankfully Peacock has it now. Has them all, so I can also rewatch those there.
And
Um,
we talked about HBO Max dropping like 200 movies and shit.
yeah, so I'm trying. I'm trying to get through things before they disappear. Gotham Knight
Uh,
is not just so bad, it's a piece of shit.
Speaking
Please.
of HBO Max, though, I do have a little bit of. I told you before we started the show a little bit of HBO Max House of the Dragon rumor. Since
Wait. So are we ready for news is hot?
I got props, I think I've done it second best below you. So
That's okay.
Amani
You
gave me
can't
some
top the
props on
original.
Wednesday. Cannot. So HBO is reducing the number of episodes in House of Dragons for season 2. This is coming from Fansided by Dan Selecki. Essentially, George R. R. Martin said that he was happy that Game of Thrones carried on the tradition with House of Dragon to do a 10 episode season for the first, and he hoped it was going to stay that way. But they were kind of unsure after the way that certain people didn't receive the last couple seasons very well of Game of Thrones. I'm not going to point any fingers at anyone on this call who was not a fan of the way the show ended. That House of the
First
Dragon was
6
not.
great seasons.
That
And
House of the Dragon wasn't going to be received well.
mhm.
So once it kicked off and they renewed season 2, they sat down with him and the showrunners and kind of planned out the map going forward for the narrative, which they think right now will at least be 3 seasons, probably 4 for House of the Dragon.
Okay.
Um, so we don't have to wait as long between seasons. The idea is to drop 2 episodes, at least for season 2, to tell a story. I guess they're pushing a major battle back to season 3, but they didn't say which major battle. And the article kind of speculates of all the different battles that could be happening around that time. But yeah, so the idea is they're going to give us season 2 with 8 episodes to complete, the story that they want to tell there and get season 3 back to us quicker than they got season 2 to us, is the goal. How do you feel about that?
I get the reasoning, but I enjoyed season 1 highly of House of the Dragon. So I want to see this shit play out because we know from just being fans. Like I didn't read the books, but I believe Travis read the books, right? No,
Yeah,
am
I'm
I
pretty
lying?
sure.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard those words come out of his mouth or through a text. Um, um, we know that there's a lot of drama. Like this is going to be shit for a hot second. Like that whole family is a hot fucking mess. And I love it because if there's nothing I love more, is powerful white people drama.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So like I want because like what I'm nervous of is that they're gonna say, hey, we're shooting for we're trying to limit it to there's only one.
Fucking semantics, Travis. You read it, right? That was the main point. You read it. Whether it was books or a book, you read words.
Right, literature. You read literature. um
Mm-hmm.
what was I saying? My worry is that when they start doing like we're only trying to do 3 is when they start cutting shit out.
Yeah.
or like short not even cutting shit out, but like short changing things like or short changing content. Now I'm
You
not
know
saying
very well. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't need 10 seasons of it. Definitely don't need that. Um but like I was like when I start hearing limits like already set in place, it's kind of like, I feel like you're gonna cut some important shit out.
Maybe like Travis said, it's only one book, so you're getting one book spread out through 4 seasons, and they kind of plan the narrative out, and they're thinking that they could probably get 4 seasons out of this, maybe 3 from all of the content that they have for it. So it's not like they're like, all right, we're only going to do 4 seasons and we got to fit everything into this. This is all right. This is all that we have, and what can we do with it? However, I, on the other hand, disagree. I would love 10 seasons so that we didn't get those fucking time skips. Because I don't know if you remember the fact that I had a privilege of coming on and doing the show with you. The fact that we kept jumping years for no goddamn reason and I never knew where the fuck we were drove me insane in season 1. We skipped like 50 years in 3 episodes. It was ridiculous.
We don't want a Hobbit situation.
Yeah, and as Travis said, he pointed out that there was one book for less episodes because less material.
Got you. I take away from this comment because I liked all 3 Hobbit movies. So
The Hobbit movies, not Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies. You liked Battle of the Five Armies.
I mean, when I saw them, yes. I haven't seen them since I first saw them, except for like the first Hobbit.
I actually sat down and tried to read The Hobbit. Like I got into I read all the Harry Potter books. I started reading some Stephen King books, some of my favorite movies. I'm like, I really like Lord of the Rings. Let me read, some of this stuff. And I tried to sit down and read The Hobbit, and I can't fucking do it. The names alone of the fucking hobbits and the dwarves when they come in drove me insane. I could not get through it. It was a hard read.
I won't lie. I haven't read any of the books. I just really enjoyed the movie. I really enjoyed the second one because dragons. So
I could see that. Like the first one wasn't terrible. The second one I could see. The third one was ass though. Like Battle of the Five Armies. I still don't think that they had 5 armies in a movie called Battle of the Five Armies. Like I counted, and I did not count 5 armies.
I don't think I recall the ending events. I feel like I remember someone dying, and I was just like, why? Why? Is this necessary?
There was a whole scene where like Legolas was running up like a falling castle and bad CGI.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I could stand behind that. The third probably was not the best, but I did enjoy 1 and 2.
Okay.
Damn, I forgot where I was going to go from there.
Something newsworthy?
Well, yeah, let's move further back into the news.
Newsy time.
Since we're already talking about HBO, I have an article about Warner Brothers Discovery. Is that really their full? Is that like their actual going name?
I think so now.
That is such a mouthful and so annoying.
Back in 2001, when they did a merger with AOL, it was AOL Time Warner, which was also a mouthful. And then they ate and killed WCW. So
I would have rather them been like WB Discovery. That feels a little bit better, but whatever. I digress. So I mean, we all know that Warner Brothers and Discovery has, married each other and or been taken over one by the other. It's depending on who you ask, I guess. So they have announced an event for a combined HBO Max and Discovery Plus streaming service, which I mean, we kind of saw coming because I thought they were gonna, eradicate HBO Max and then just be like Discovery Plus is where everything will be now. But this is an article I found on Comic Book by Timothy Adams, a real person. I have to say it because every time I feel like someone's saying that someone from that site is not real, and I feel like we're like one time away from them sending us an angry email. Fans of the Warner Brothers Discovery products will soon get to learn more about the upcoming service that will combine HBO Max and Discovery Plus. December brought news that they were finalizing a name for the merged streaming service, and Max is reportedly the name the company is going with as lawyers go through the process of vetting the name. Those anticipating the service will be happy to know CEO David Zaslav revealed that the combined service is moving up its launch from summer 2023 to the spring, and the announcement of a new press event may be where we learn all the juicy details. So they'll be having a press event on April 12th, a Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 if you're on California. I will call out all their made up names every time. I don't give a fuck.
And that's the guy running the show. So if we get a cease and desist letter, that's who it's going to.
Yep. um, of course, we all know that direct to consumer streaming product is the much anticipated new streaming service with both HBO Max and the Discovery Plus content. The general public will be able to tune into the event to watch along, also, where they can hopefully catch the reveal of a name and a launch date. With that, there will be a new price. So if you already are a subscriber, they can cease these nuts. um, so it was a new report from early March states that when Warner Brothers Discovery rolls out its new service, it will seemingly maintain the same HBO pricing that HBO Max already has: $10 for ad supported, 16 for no ads, while also adding a third tier um, for $20 with higher video quality and other features.
I
The
hate that
outlet,
they've been doing this shit.
it's really stupid because I noticed that Netflix does that too.
Mm-hmm.
And like I have a plan through like my cell phone provider, so so I don't pay anything for it because I was just, and I don't feel like paying the difference to have like ultra HD. Like I'm watching on a 4K television. I don't care. It's going to be a good quality regardless. It's weird. I find it weird that like that streaming services literally will charge you to watch an ad supported tier. You are already watching ads.
Yep.
So it's yeah. And it's like, what other features could you be adding? Are you adding in like group watch or something? Like it
Got to give some more. You got to give some more. But
right.
no,
What
like, so it's funny that you said that because we went on Netflix the other day to watch something. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but when we went on, it gave us that, hey, you can upgrade to 4K. And my wife and I, being the video snobs that we are, we're like, okay, we'll pay the extra money. I want the 4K. I bought this 4K TV. I want to get my money's worth out of it. So we did do that. And now HBO Max is going to do the same thing. And it's my fault because if I had just said fuck, and I'm sure it's not just me, but like if people like me could have just said fuck them, we're not paying extra, they could have, because they were giving us 4K on Netflix before they introduced this new tier. Like this wasn't
yeah.
they didn't have it before. They had it before and you got it for the price. It's fucking bullshit.
The general price and upgrade don't really change the show you're watching. Right? Like it's dumb. I feel like everyone needs to do the streaming services like what everyone did to YouTube when YouTube tried to put picture in picture under behind a paywall, and everyone was like, yeah, no, taking not watching two ads that I can skip and not having picture in picture is not worth paying $7 for or whatever it costs. And guess what
Mm-hmm.
YouTube did? They gave back picture in picture with no problem. But yeah, it don't change shit, and these companies know that. But unfortunately, there are still people out there who just blindly just give them the money. But to finish on this story, the outlet reports that these plans could still change ahead of the reveal of the service, which is presumably coming on April 12th. Um,
Okay.
so I hope they come with some good content if they are trying to up prices. So, but I'm ready to show a trailer because we're gonna show trailers. um, this is for, I'm not sure if this is a movie or a Travis said you're part of the problem.
I am.
uh, I'm not sure if it's a movie or a series, but it's coming to Amazon. Give me 1 second while I cue it up. and it's called Citadel.
Okay.
Um, if you remember, um, was it Rob Stark? The guy who played him, Richard Madden,
Yes.
and Priyanka Chopra, Nick Jonas's wife.
Okay.
And she's from Quantico too, right? Like
I
the
have no
show.
idea. I
I
didn't
think
watch it.
she, I think she did that show, that CIA or FBI show. Okay, it's a series. Okay, and we watched. So Travis has shown the first trailer. Maybe it could have been us too, but I don't
I think
remember
it
it
was.
now. Oh well, that shows my memory. But this is the second trailer, and here we go.
Can I trust you?
Of course.
Lies.
And I trust you.
Always.
8 years ago, you two were Citadel's top spies, but we were double-crossed by one of our own, and your memories were erased. I brought you here because I need your help.
I coached Little League.
There's my guy. Right now, every agent around the world is looking for you two.
10 out of 10. That blade would have gone right through my face.
Should have stayed dead.
Even though I should have stayed.
You remember?
I remember everything.
It was Mason Kane.
Mason Kane is dead.
Whoever betrayed us is readying for something cataclysmic.
Are we together?
Don't flatter yourself.
Never.
I'm exceptionally skilled at getting Citadel agents to turn.
You did this.
Mason can never find out.
Bianca Chopra and Jonas. I love it.
Why would you trust me? I'm exceedingly untrustworthy. I'm a spy.
We were set up.
And there's no one else. It's just you and me.
Everything you know is a lie.
You know that I'm no good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it. I'm interested. I mean, I find Priyanka Chopra to be a badass anyway, so
She's not my favorite Jonas sister wife, but
no, she's definitely mine.
is she?
Yeah.
Not a fan of Sansa?
I mean, Sophie's number 2 because she's a little weirdo. But Priyanka, to me, she's a badass, so I love her. Plus,
I just always...
she nabbed. Everyone was so confused when she nabbed up the most popular Jonas brother.
I mean, she is hot. I'm
She
not
is.
surprised. I just find it weird that like she's married to a Jonas, Sophie's married to a Jonas, and then she's doing a show with someone that Sophie did a show with. Like the way that all of these people who have kind of worked together before all end up like in the same circles working together again is always weird to me.
This is why conspiracy theories like the Illuminati are a thing. This is why secret societies things are a thing.
By little, you mean twice your height, Travis said.
When did I say little? What did I call little?
I don't know. Oh, Sophie Turner, you called her a little weirdo.
Oh. No, I meant like she's like an actual weirdo. Like she does weird shit, but I love her for that. That lady is a tower. I know that much. She towers over her husband, who also is taller than me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, I'm down
yeah.
for that. That looks good.
Yeah, that's probably going to be something that I will slowly get to, but I will get to. But let's move along in the newsy. So, Adult Swim, one
Okay.
of my favorite cartoon channels as an adult. um, Adult Swim has nabbed long-awaited Superman show. Um, so, My Adventures with Superman, which is a DC product, is going to has been picked up by Adult Swim. And we got this article again from Comic Book by Evan Valentine. Taller than the Big Show? What is the Big Show?
What? What is the Big Show? Who is the Big Show?
Oh,
He is a professional wrestler who started wrestling in like 94, 95. He's like 7 foot tall, 7'2", depending on who you ask. 500 pounds. He had a show, his own show on Peacock, or maybe it was a network. I don't remember. He's been in movies. You've seen Waterboy, right?
yes.
Okay.
Not
You
for a
remember
very long
Captain
time.
Insano?
Lightly.
Wrestler that Bobby Boucher called, and they made fun of him for still watching as a grown man. And
What's his name?
Captain Insano. That was the Big Show. Oh, and the Big Show was on
Okay.
Netflix. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, who? Gotcha. Huh. That sounds terrifying, but but okay, she's taller than the Big Show.
She's not. There's
Okay.
no way.
But anyway, back
Sophie
to
Turner
Adult
is like
Swim.
7'4".
I'm sure she's not that tall. Now we have to look it up. She's 5'9".
Yeah, she's an inch taller than me.
Yeah. Gwendolyn Christie is 6'3". Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's
Sorry. She was in both Game of Thrones and in Star Wars. She played Captain Phasma, and I don't remember what her name was. Brianna Tarth.
Brianna Tarth.
Yes. Took me a second. I
He
like
said,
zoned
yes,
out when you
she-
said it.
Oh, Travis said, yes, she
Shut-
is. She saw her chokeslam Giant Gonzalez.
Giant
What is
Gonzalez is dead.
What is
just
happening?
Ignore Travis. Ignore Travis and pull up what you were going to pull up.
Okay, yeah. So Warner Brothers Discovery has been experiencing some big changes in recent days, and many animation fans have been left wondering about the fate of many projects announced in the past. Luckily, fans of The Man of Steel can breathe a sigh of relief that Superman's return to the small screen is assured via a new press release. Hot on the heels of Unicorn Warriors Eternal's first trailer and release date, Clark Kent and the cast of the Daily Planet have been confirmed to hit Adult Swim later this year via My Adventures with Superman.
Boo. I hate Superman.
I
It's a
know.
well-known fact. I hate Superman. So it is always going to be a boo for me.
You won't give it a chance even with Adult Swim humor?
Maybe. Like, I don't mind Superman, or what is it? It's not Superman and Lois. The new one with his kids.
Superman and Lois.
Okay, yeah. I don't mind Superman and Lois. That doesn't bother me. I'm good with that one, but Superman in general does bother me. I don't know
Because
why.
because most of his whole being is unfair.
Yeah. He has all the powers, and he's still like ridiculously good. I do like the stories where it's like, evil Superman, Nazi Superman, where he like fully embraces that he's the strongest on the earth and he knows better than everybody. And like, he strikes me more as a villain than he does a good guy. And this all-American boy, alien from another planet. Every time I need a power, I just invent a new one to help me win. I don't like it. I Don't.
Okay. Well, but yeah, so I'm excited to see it because I like Adult Swim and they make me laugh. Travis asked, "Have you seen Injustice?"
I've played Injustice. Like I've seen Injustice and Injustice 2, the games, and played them both.
No, I think there
I'm sure
was.
you're talking about an animated movie. I have not seen an animated movie. Maybe. I actually might have. If it was on HBO Max, I did go through like a DC animated film, just like randomly picking stuff. My favorite though is The Death of Superman. I watch that all the time.
Of
Love
course you
me,
do.
love me watching Superman get murdered.
Well, they did have one in they there is an Injustice movie. Uh, came out in 2021. So it's probably on HBO. But it's pretty
I
much
think I
like
did watch
this.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Travis said it's on HBO Max. Yeah, it's I feel like it's pretty much like the game
Yeah.
from what I remember. Um but yeah, I Fuck, I forgot. I lost my whole train of thought. Yeah, I mean, I like Adult Swim. I like humor. Yes, we did watch books. I was like, I could have sworn we did this, but yeah. Um, but yeah, so it'll be sometime this year, probably like in the fall or whatever. Because you know me, I'm waiting for Rick and Morty to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we can move along. We have another trailer.
No.
Yeah, that you actually shared, Matt.
I don't believe that. I don't share trailers.
You
You made that
do.
up.
Well, you shared an article that led to a trailer. Um,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's pretty much like it's part of the title of our show because we got to keep it moving. Giant aliens are back in War of the Worlds: The Attack trailer. um, this is an article coming from ihorror.com by Anthony Pernica or Pernica. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
Because it's Spooky
Um,
Friday with Matt and Mara, ladies and gentlemen.
exactly, because what would it be without some horror shit? So Vertical Entertainment has released a trailer for their latest adaptation of H.G. Wells' classic tale, War of the Worlds: The Attack. It is set to hit theaters April 21st, 2023. Um, I'm not going to say what the film's plot is because we're just going to watch the trailer anyway. So I'll pull that up.
While you're pulling that up, Mara, did you know that some people find sex toys foreign or alien to them? Like they
They
don't
also make
understand the
alien
concept of
themed
using them.
sex toys as well.
They do. They also make alien themed sex toys. And if you're looking for an alien themed sex toy or just getting your lover to embrace the idea of sex toys so they're not foreign to them anymore, go to Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve is the nation's largest marketer of adult products with millions of satisfied customers in the United States and all over the world. Founded in 1971, Adam and Eve is also one of the oldest names in the rapidly evolving adult industry. For more than 50 years, they've built up a reputation as trusted and reliable adult toy store that takes pleasure and privacy seriously. When you want to shop erotic toys, Adam and Eve has it all. Men, women, straight or gay, and anywhere in between. Adam and Eve even has the adult toys you're looking for, including but not limited to vibrators, dildos, sex toys, bondage toys, couples toys, lube, sexy gifts, and accessories. Unlike other adult stores, Adam and Eve stands behind all their products and offers a no questions asked return policy. So whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, or a penis ring, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use code erotica to receive 50% off one item plus free shipping on orders of $49 or more. That's
Hell yeah.
adamandeve.creationworld.erotica or use code erotica to receive 50% off and free shipping. Link is in the description and probably scrolling at the bottom.
Will be at the bottom with the code. I put it there.
Yeah, so go get yourself an alien tentacle and fuck yourself with it and use our promo code to do it.
No, will not refurbish sex toys. I'm sure they recycle them.
Recycled sex toys.
But let's get into this trailer with the aliens.
Before it happened,
No one would have believed that our world was being watched. And yet, across the gulf of space, an enemy regarded this Earth with their envious eyes. And slowly drew their plans against us.
All right, okay. Just calm down, tinfoil hat man. So,
We don't know what they want. We don't know what they're capable of.
we're looking for what, Mum? We're moving everyone towards London.
What should we do?
Anything we do as a team. Any ideas?
It's the beginning of the end. We have abandoned God, and now he is punishing us.
We can keep running, we can keep hiding, or we can fight.
Fight things that are disintegrating people.
No, you can't. So yeah, it's British War of the Worlds because they did the one with I think Tom Cruise.
Yes.
So this is like what happened in Britain.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, so this is what happened in the UK during this time. Cool, got it.
I also love how religious people are always like, we abandoned God and now he's like, you really think that God would go out of his way to have and create an entire alien species to send them down to Earth to punish you like that? He has set floods and shit, which is way easier to wipe people out according to the Bible. Like, there's no reason to send an alien space race down here. Maybe you guys just have unfortunate luck.
Yeah, that's it too. That could be it too. But yeah, that's why I don't know if you noticed, but that was why my face made that face when he was like, "We've turned our backs to God and now he's punishing." I was like, "Okay, nigga, shut up."
Every time.
I do want to move into some game news. I know well, not me personally, but I know it was mentioned earlier. Yes, there are far more efficient ways to end the world. And trust me, the world is doing it on its own. So we are doing it perfectly fine.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, please.
Yes, please. Just make sure you clean your sex toys when you do that. To move into some gaming news, I know it was mentioned earlier in the week that E3 was in danger for this year, and it's been made official. E3 2023 is canceled.
We've abandoned God and now he's punishing us.
Yet again.
By canceling E3.
The ESA, E3's owner, has now issued a joint statement with E3 2023 organizer ReedPop confirming the cancellation of this year's event. Pretty much, Sony wasn't going, Microsoft was cutting costs, Nintendo ain't got shit because Zelda is really their game of the year, and that's coming out in like 30 days. And Ubisoft, who said they were in, also reneged and said, yeah, they're not, because there's reports of a delay for their game of the year, Assassin's Creed Mirage. And then so after that, Sega and Tencent also confirmed that they were not going. So pretty much
everyone just said, fuck it, we're not coming to the party.
Yeah, so instead they said they simply did not garner the sustained interest necessary to execute it in a way that would showcase the size, strength, and impact of our industry. So
everyone wants to do their own shit. Everyone wants to throw their own party. Nintendo wants to do their Nintendo Directs. Sony does their thing. Microsoft's probably going to do their thing. Like, everyone's just like, fuck it. We're going to just do our own thing, and then we don't have to share the spotlight with anyone else.
And they can do it on their own time. So it's just, like they can just be like, I want to do it this day. It don't conflict with nothing else. Here we go. So I get it. Yeah. So I get it. You don't have like, especially when you don't have the big three, like no one else is really going to tune in. So
It is sad though, because things like E3 are really cool. I know that there are a lot of content streamers who cover all, the days of E3 and everything that's going on. We did it here at
yeah,
Creation World.
a couple years.
And it gave you something to be excited for, and who was coming out with what, and what were we going to see, and what announcements were they going to make. And now you just kind of have to wait until they do it on their own. So like, it sucks. I enjoy conventions and things like this. I love going to them if they're in the area and I can, and stuff like that. So losing one like this and everything kind of going towards like, come watch a Zoom meeting instead of like physically going there and doing all that stuff, kind of a bummer. Travis said we still have Summer Game Fest.
No, I feel, but I mean, we still have Summer Game Fest, but it still sucks. Yeah. So at least now we know it's official. So now we just have to wait for the rest of these fuckheads to get it together.
Yeah, no shit. Especially Nintendo. Listen, they promised me Pokemon Home compatibility for Scarlet and Violet in the spring. It is the spring, and there is still no announcement of when I am fucking getting my compatibility. I need you to make it so that I can transfer my shit back and forth. I need information on Pokemon, Nintendo. Get your shit together. Shouldn't be this hard.
It really shouldn't. Yeah, I don't have any expectations for anything right now, but yeah. So before we kind of wrap it up for the day, I have one more trailer. Just one.
Sit down there.
It's for a show called Clock.
Clock.
Definitely, when I saw it, it definitely wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I was like, oh, that kind of clock. Okay. It's
Okay, now I'm interested.
It's a psychological thriller, and it will be a Hulu original. Well, it's a 20th Digital Studio and Hulu original, and it has it's a film, and it's going to premiere at the Overlook Film Festival. I think first, but we have a trailer. So it stars Diana Agron. If you've ever seen, I know her mostly from Glee. She's apparently been in other things. And then someone, Jay Ali, who's from Carnival Row and Daredevil. And Saul Rubinek from Unforgiven and Frasier. So
Okay.
here we go.
Ella, when are you and Aiden gonna have kids?
Hate that question.
Why don't you want kids? Well, you want kids.
The family has
Bitch.
everything.
I have a family.
Is it a biological clock?
Yes.
We do all day without kids.
Apparently have a lot of fucking fun.
Times. I'm happy with or without kids.
I really wish I believed them.
There's a couple of empty chairs at the table.
Dad, can we not? I don't want children. I never have. I actually don't have a clock.
All women have a biological clock. Maybe yours is just broken.
Bitch.
New biotech firm doing a clinical trial this month. They can get you
Right?
It is the singular evolutionary goal of a species to procreate. That is our purpose. We administer a newly engineered synthetic hormone, pair that with cognitive behavioral therapy, and the option of an implant.
Deep breath.
I might be a tough case. You're not a case to me, Ella. You're a human being. And the best kind, too.
What kind is that?
A woman.
That looked like a crazy ass IUD.
Oh.
Today we'll be learning to perform maintenance.
The family is everything.
On a working clock. To reset the cog.
I am out of time.
Behind the pendulum.
You want kids.
Reset the
Your
cog.
clock will kick out.
Out of time.
Working clock.
Shut up!
This sounds like some religious propaganda.
Sounds like some pro-life propaganda.
Yeah. Everyone's supposed to have kids. We're going to make sure you have kids. So you don't want to have kids? Yes, you do. Let's inject something inside you to make sure you want it.
That's why I said that looked like a horrifying ass IUD.
Yeah. Though I guess because it's portraying this whole idea as something negative, I guess it wouldn't be pro-life propaganda.
Oh, true.
It's a pro-life horror movie.
But
I'm driving you. Go, listen, what the fuck was that?
Just to their tagline reads, "It's counting down for a reason." Hulu's psychological thriller will make its world premiere at the Overlook Film Festival, like I said, in New Orleans, Louisiana, from March 30th through April 2nd, and then the film will debut exclusively on April 28th and on Disney Plus internationally at a later date. Interesting. You gonna watch it?
I'm actually might. I might. And not just because she looked really good in that bathing suit.
Yeah, I think I might too, just because it looked weird. Like they kind of caught me when that face was at the window. I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. I was like, what's that about?
So I kind of want to see where that goes, because I feel like it's not going to go anywhere I think it will.
Probably not.
But yeah, that's all I got. Do you got anything else for today?
Nope, I'm just waiting for that pizza I was ordering to arrive.
You know, it'd probably go great with that pizza, because I'm sure you're going to have more to do today.
I do. I've got a lot to do today. I got a whole house to clean and shit.
Whoa, so it sounds like you could use some energy.
I could.
And you know, Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. They have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. W contains vitamins, amino acids, nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. That'll get you going, Matt. The product is made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. W has handpicked what they believe to be the 10 most critical ingredients for focus and concentration. W contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have, because it's also not a canned energy drink. It is a powder for a drink mix. W uses Neurofactor, a patented all-natural coffee cherry extract to help fuel you. This ingredient is what gives W its laser focus and fast reflex effects, making it especially perfect for gamers. They disclose full ingredient amounts, and the products will never contain fillers or artificial colors or dyes, like I said. And W is also sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and also keto-friendly. So go to w.creationworld.com and use code Creatia to receive 10% off of your order today. Again, that's w.creationworld.com and use code Creatia, and that'll also be linked down in the description as well.
Okay. Well, I am going to go get some W, and I'm going to use it to help me clean my house and watch my child and do all of the other things I have to do today before SmackDown, where I take notes. And then guess what I do?
You do Smacking It Raw.
Live tonight at 11 Central, midnight Eastern, Smacking It Raw. We will be covering the weekend wrestling right before the big WrestleMania weekend. Maybe give you some predictions and thoughts on what's going to happen this weekend. A lot of wrestling going on. Hall of Fame also. I'll get to see a little bit of that before we start the show. So come check us out tonight if you are a wrestling fan and you're excited for WrestleMania.
And if you want to start some discussion, we already have a Facebook group for Smacking It Raw where you can put all your wrestling talks. That's facebook.com/groups/Smacking It Raw. But I want to thank you guys for joining us today live, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch, because you know you can find us every Monday through Friday, except for like holidays. You can find us here live around lunchtime at twitch.tv/Creatia World, and also youtube.com/Creatia World, where you can also find all kinds of other videos and such. If you're looking for some Creatia After Dark, we have a Pornhub account, so you can also watch us there at pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. If you want to throw us $1, you can go to patreon.com/Creatia World, because that's where we holla. I'm joking. Because you can find content like Multiverse with me and Travis, or Return to Wrestling with Matt and Travis, and it only costs you $1 a month. If you have Amazon Prime, you also get Twitch Gaming. Is that what it's called? Or Prime Gaming?
Yeah, Prime Gaming, and you can link it to your Twitch account.
Yeah, and then you can get like a whole subscription, and you get that for free. You can give it to anyone you want, but we ask you give it to us, but just use it. It's free, or you're just giving that shit back to Jeff Bezos. That nigga got too much money.
Travis said Titties and Dragons coming soon. Not the actual name, but still. No, it's the name now, Travis. That needs to be the name. Titties and Dragons coming soon.
Titties and Dragon coming soon. Like, yes, it's coming. Just that's exciting just by the name of it. So get it. Patreon. It's $1. But if you want to know more about us just in general, you want to know what my favorite ice cream is, you want to know what Matt's favorite color is, you want to know what Travis likes to do on the weekends, go to creatiaworld.com. I'll have all that fun shit about us. And you can also contact us and interact with us on all the socials at Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at It's Creatia World. At the bottom, we also have a Facebook where you can also find more updates and such at facebook.com/Creatia World. We've been talking a lot about House of the Dragon today, but did you know we had a show about it? Of course you did. We have a Facebook group for that too. It's facebook.com/group/demdragons. But yeah, plug your shit, Matt. Where can they find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter only at Matt Riddos, at METTRIDDER, or at Getting Off. April will be Evil Dead month. We will be reviewing the Evil Dead movies, possibly the TV show, Ash versus Evil Dead. We're going to do a Pornhub exclusive watch along of Evil Head, and then we'll be reviewing Evil Dead Rise, the new Evil Dead movie, after it releases on the 21st, probably that weekend. So, yeah, Getting Off, Evil Dead, April month.
Lovely. You can always find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at Maradashark, MARADASHARK. But that'll be all for this week. We will see you guys in April, because April starts tomorrow. Don't forget Quinta Brunson on Saturday Night Live for April Fools. Got it. What's Friday without a Saturday Night Live mention?
It would have been last Friday and the Friday before that, because Lauren Michaels was fucking up.
They had their bye week. They got to have their time off too. But we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.